I don't feel any sympathy when you're crying to your son. Why do men leave me? This is why. You're crazy. What's going on YouTube and what up to the Dragon Squad? I am Ember, the Blaze.
And I'm Glacier, the Iceborn.
And we are Reaction Dragons, coming to you from the Dragon's Lair. And a quick reminder guys, if you like the vibe, like and subscribe.
Doesn't cost a dime and helps us go full time.
Do it! Do it!
Do it.
Do it!
Thanks so much for the support guys. Now what's on the menu for today, Glacier?
Back at you with more Dark. It's season 1, episode 9. Everything is now.
Everything is now. That's a very interesting title because that's kind of insinuating that regardless if you're time traveling, you're always in the present. So everything is always in the moment. So even if you're going to the past, you're technically moving forward in time, so you're going to the future. And if you go back, regardless if you're going back to your old present, it's technically still the past because you're going backwards. It's interesting to see how this all plays out because maybe it's going to be like a mixture of the two time travel people.
I remember someone in comments said there's no past timeline, future timeline, it's current timeline. Like it's always.
Well, it's kind of what the title is saying.
So yeah, so it makes sense. I mean, so depending on how you're looking at it, I guess us as the viewer, since we started at 2019, we always keep referring, oh, that's our timeline. And it's like
I mean, I guess it's the main thing of this show is time is not linear. So it's wherever you're at is where you're at. That's the present. And
right now, where someone's at is Ulrich is, and well, we don't know where old Helge is, but Ulrich is definitely in 1953.
I mean, he's in 1950. He's pretty much waiting to see if young Helge comes out of the basement. If he does, he's probably gonna kill him. But I mean, as we know, he's alive and well in the 1986 room with the chair. So
his ears busted up.
So I mean, that leads us to believe kind of like what we know for sure is that he never actually used the chair. Because we're guessing is either 86 Helge, most likely, or Noah. But most likely 86 Helge probably saves younger version of himself, drags him through the tunnel to 1986 and just leaves him there. And then that's when young Helge wakes up and his face is all fucked up. He wakes up in the room and is like, what the hell happened? But I mean, it seems like the chair does have pretty straightforward, side effects. It scars your eyes and it blows out your eardrums. But young Helge just happened to get hit by a rock with Ulrich.
And what I'm worried about though is obviously where Ulrich dragged him down in that basement, the wallpaper wasn't there, and now the wallpaper is there. So, like you said, somebody rescues him. What happens to Ulrich? Because Ulrich's sitting out there chilling, waiting. I
mean, you kind of hinted at the way that he left Charlotte a voicemail and this, that, and the other, that he may get killed off in 1953.
Oh, no, I like his character.
Yeah, because I feel like he still hasn't even found Mikkel. I feel like that'll be underwhelming if he's going through all this time travel just to find the main goal is to find his son. And he gets killed before he can do it.
I still want to kind of find out HT timeouts if he kept messing with that cell phone or not. Learn how to do a text message.
I mean, I feel like Ulrich was meant to go back to 1953 to interact with HT Townhouse, which motivates him to write the book, motivates him to look into black holes and shit, and ultimately to build that time machine that he has that. Speaking of which, the stranger gave his time machine to HT Townhouse to fix it. So is he gonna fix the time machine where we actually see a fully functioning box time machine in action? Where's old Helge? That's another great question because we don't have any confirmation that he's in 53. We just kind of assume that Ulrich followed him into 1953. But if that's the case, then there could be possibly 3 Helges in that timeline because you have 86 Helge, who's gonna go save younger Helge, and then if old Helge is running around there, it's like a trifecta of Helge's running around 53, which is crazy.
Which would be funny if one of the people that knew Helge from the get-go, like his parents for starters, his mom, and you can easily tell because of the ear.
Well, I mean, the thing is, Helge's parents, especially his mom, was looking for young Helge, so I don't think she necessarily knows what happened with his ear. So if 86 Helge or old Helge run into their mom, I don't think she's really going to recognize him.
Yeah, unless she sees her son later on.
Unless they go, Mom, it's me, it's Helge. Like, they would have to confront her because they would know who she is, of course.
Yeah. And then also, is anyone looking for Ulrich?
I think Charlotte will definitely be looking for him because she's going to get his voicemail about, oh, we have to find, it's not about where, it's when. Charlotte's Helge, but I think it's Helge from a different time period. So she's definitely going to figure out, trying to find out, well, where the fuck is Ulrich?
Yep.
So yeah, that'll be interesting. And then also, there is a possibility that we can just start jumping into different timelines throughout one episode. It may not just be one episode for each timeline now. So in 86, we still have a couple side plots. We still have, Alexander supposed to make his appearance in the Winning in 86. Yep. I feel like that's going to tie into it. Katarina, we still don't know for sure who punched her in the eye. Is that going to further the plot? And then does Jonas end up going back to 86? Yep. He burnt the letter. It seems like he's done with, going time traveling, going back to the past. So maybe he finds some new evidence, or he talks to someone and he gets something where he's like, shit, I do have to go back and I know now what I have to do.
Yeah, what about Peter and
Tronte? I mean, they're in the 2019 timeline, but we still don't know if they're tied, like if Tronte's directly was working for his father, or if they were just kind of like, I mean, it seems like Noah or somebody had to give them the book that has a symbol on it, where they've been taking all the time notes. So
Yeah.
I would seem like Noah, if nothing else, at least talked to Tronti and Peter about it. But I don't know if they're directly helping them with kidnapping kids or if they had something to do with Mad's body. We still don't know for sure.
Yeah.
And then as far as like the 2019 timeline, we still don't know what happened to Francesca. We haven't seen her in a couple episodes.
Yeah.
Magnus has her necklace, but we don't know, is she fucking Noah? Is she fucking somebody that's part of that whole drug trade?
Right.
And then Bartosz, what does Bartosz and Noah, are they working on a plan? We just don't know like what Bartosz to do.
Yeah, exactly what Noah told him.
And then the fucking thing, old Claudia. If that is in fact old Claudia, she seems like she knows everybody that's going, like all the main characters of this show.
Yep.
But the only red lining that she's connected is between Michael and young Mikkel. So that kind of lends to the other question: what did young Claudia find in '86 when she went in that cave? We know she found all the drums of the radioactive waste, but did she find more than that? Did she see the red door as well? Like,
Yeah,
I feel like.
Remember she found a door that was like the burnt or
Well, no, Charlotte's the one that found that.
Charlotte
door.
found it. You're right. Charlotte found it. Claudia.
Which we're kind of thinking that is the same door that Ulrich was trying to break into. Ulrich was on one side of the door, and the reason he couldn't open it is because it was welded from the other side.
Claudia. So the question is, did Claudia eventually find it? Because when she went down there and saw that.
What does she find to where she aged or where she's old Claudia in 2019? She's trying to figure all this shit out. A lot of questions. You know, we have Agnes, which is pretty much Ulrich's grandmother. What happened to Ulrich's grandfather? Did she kill him because he was abusive to Tronti, and that's why they moved to Winden?
If he did, then hopefully, I mean, it is what it is. If
Maybe
you're
we'll
putting your
flashback
secrets out on your kid, then yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of. I'm not saying you deserve it, but I mean, if you're,
I deserve it.
I mean, Agnes if she was in self-defense, then yeah, you deserved it. But that's kind of where our mindset's at as far as the questions we have. We want answers, and I'm ready, Glacier. You ready?
Right.
All right, guys. And as usual, just take a couple seconds, hit the like button down below. The impressions do lead to more views. You can catch the full reaction for the next episode waiting for you guys on Patreon. And with that being said, let's fucking go.
Ein Produkt der Evolution.
Okay, just doing more of this before and after.
Den Ursprung
Oh, that was young.
Oh, we're gonna see young Alexander.
It was young Alexander.
treibt ihn an.
It's freaking me out.
Eine Bestimmung.
Stop.
Damn, it's
No.
Noah, you bitch. What do you want?
But there's no young picture, no. And it like went by really fast with the stranger.
They did. Yeah, Noah doesn't have an older Noah, younger Noah. It's just Noah. So that's another question. Where does Noah's timeline lie?
When is Noah?
Hashtag when is Noah?
Yeah, so the way they did that was old Claudia strapped up too.
Yeah, ready for war. Oh shit. We're
Well,
seeing
it's
it in
very
action.
I
Alright.
just realized that was a painting of them,
Yep.
his family. His wife looks a lot happier there.
Little Helge.
Vielleicht habe ich ihn zu sehr geschimpft wegen der Hose.
Damn. Maybe I'm too much of a hard ass.
Vielleicht ist er deswegen weg.
Damn,
Damn. He's been out there all night.
Doppler ist da. In deinem Büro.
Shit.
Vielleicht hattest du recht, dass es noch nicht alles ist.
Mann hier, der hat gesagt, sein Sohn ist verschwunden. Er hat nach dem Jungen vom Doppler gefragt.
Sag dem Kollegen Bescheid und gib eine Fahndung raus. Und kein Wort zum Doppler.
Damn. Gotta keep it secret from
they're
him.
trying to find him. He's bloody as fuck. Fingerprints are.
Damn, he can't say what's going on. Like, sorry, there's some
Herr Kant
Deeper
hat
shit.
gesagt, dass
Strakanwald.
Ich will, dass sie meinen Jungen wiederfinden, was es wolle. Alles andere ist
Damn, I don't care about
das Kernkraftwerk.
Oh shit. So he's
Anything,
putting the
man.
plan to the side for now to find his son. So it's like, it's just changing
He
shit.
loves his son.
Aber bringen Sie mir meinen Sohn zurück.
I love the music.
Damn, I know. So him and Ulrich are pretty much on the same mission. I want my son back.
He's like, oh my god.
But no, the Egon's boss, his name was Mr. Codwald. So it's like a grandfather to Jonas.
Warum seid ihr weg von da, wo ihr herkommt?
Meine Mutter wollte eine Veränderung.
So I feel like he knows something happened.
Ich habe noch nie jemanden gesehen, der so
Yeah, she is. She's very beautiful.
Die Königin würde sich über einen Besuch
Yeah, there's
freuen.
definitely sexual vibes here. Which would make sense if Agnes had such a bad marriage with her husband. She's probably done with men.
Definitely not
Er war Pfarrer,
accepted back then as much.
aber ich kann nicht sagen, dass er ein Mann vom Glauben war.
Wait a minute.
Er war kein guter Mensch. Manchmal glaube ich, ist es gut, dass er tot ist.
Wait a minute.
Und ich frei.
And that I'm free. See? I think that she was always.
She just said that he's a pastor. She said her husband was a pastor, but not necessarily a man of faith. Is that tied to Noah? That's what I'm thinking.
Bevor es geboren, jeden Tag gebetet,
Can you kind of see Ulrich in there?
dass ihm etwas zusteht, weil es vielleicht nicht Bernds ist.
He may not be Bernd's child? Did you have an affair? Damn, so Noah's in 53 too. Is this his original timeline though?
Fucking no, he's in 1953 and he looks the same age.
den reinen Menschen gibt es nicht. Weil egal was wir tun, wir fallen niemals tiefer als in Gottes Hand.
That's Agnes's husband. I'm gonna freak the fuck out.
He wouldn't be in the town, would he? Because she just left his ass.
Maybe she doesn't know he's here. I think if nothing else, he has some kind of tie to Ulrich's grandfather.
He's like stern like her, though.
Oh, shit, he left. It's close. Oh, shit, Egon's pulling up.
Does he have a gun? Oh, no, he's got blood all over him.
They have like generational beef. Egon and Ulrich, what the fuck? And this is just like he pulled up to Jonas in 86.
See ya.
Oh, shit. Ulrich's like, bye. Damn, and Egon probably just wants information. Like, what the fuck do you know?
He's tackled here from the side.
Whoa. Fuck. Like, what do you know about Doppler Kid?
Was wird die beiden Jungen auf der Baustelle gemacht?
Shit. Thinks it's him.
Wo ist Helge? Das waren auch sie.
Fuck.
Na, die Jungs? Das kann nicht sein. Ich hab's geändert.
He's not dead.
Die Lauf der Zeit. Helge ist tot.
Fuck.
Runter.
So fucking crazy.
Damn.
You think at any point Egon will connect the dots of who he was talking to here?
Alright, so he woke up not in that.
Do these represent the 3 timelines?
That's what I'm wondering. I think so.
Now watch, we're gonna go to 86.
Guessing that's young Alex.
Damn, is this how Alexander makes his way into Winden?
That's a hell of an entrance. Coming in with good
Sorry,
shot.
I'm a fugitive. That would explain why he has so much, like, he always has secrets. He's always trying to be, like, secretive about shit.
Yeah. I'm in the gang world, baby. I'm in the streets.
Ich wollte nur wissen, ist Ulrich noch im Gefängnis?
You put him there.
Hat der Tiedemann gesagt, wer es erzählt hat?
And she's trying to make sure, am I in the clear? I mean, clearly, otherwise Katarina would punch you in the face if you said.
Deine Mutter dreht doch bestimmt voll durch, wenn ihr euch jetzt weiter seht.
Das ist mir egal. Das ist Liebe,
That's love, you know?
die stärker als Hass.
Oh, she can't kiss
Aber davon verstehst du ja nicht.
It's just boiling on the inside, like, my plan
Only
didn't
you.
work.
Vielleicht
Yep.
war es
Fuck
Regina.
you,
Ich
Hannah.
meine, der Tiedemann ist ja ihr Großvater. Man sieht sich.
Anyway, bye. I just planted that bomb and just ruined someone's life. But anyway, bye. Wow.
Maybe it was Regina.
Hannah, you cold ass bitch.
Damn, he's in jail in both timelines. He's in jail.
Crazy as fuck.
Or Ulrich.
He has to deal with Egon in both timelines.
So I hate you so much. And all my timelines, you're my nemesis.
Ich bin seit über 40 Jahren Polizist. Ein Gesicht. Ein Blick.
That's her.
I wonder why.
Was zu tun hast, das habe ich im Blut.
Vielleicht ist auch Krebs.
God. That'd be ironic if he did die of cancer. It wasn't fucked up like foreshadowing.
He did?
I'm just saying, if Egon, we don't know what happened to him. He's not alive in 2019. Good.
Ich will, dass du dich von unserer Familie fernhältst. Gezwungen wirst.
Fuck. Jan is not playing around.
Damn, well, yeah, that's her only son.
Like,
her other son's already gone.
Yeah, he's like trying to ruin my family. I got another. He's like, eat me. The nemesis as old as time.
Claudia doing Tomb Raider shit.
And then so she kept going back. Or at least she went back a second time. Alright, so what's the deal with these drums of radioactive waste? Well, she brought a Geiger counter this time. That shit's off the chart right now. Who the fuck is there?
That's the dog, I think.
Oh yeah, oh shit. That dog went through the tunnel then. That's fucking Claudia. That's her dog from 53. She's probably like, what the fuck?
Gretchen!
That's what I'm saying, that's her dog from 53. She's like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh shit! I just realized that. So I'm like, oh, she's gonna put it together, she's gonna return it to herself.
So yeah, that's definitely something that will send Claudia down a frog-ass rabbit hole. What's going on?
Yeah. The dog somehow. How the fuck did the dog get through the timeline?
God.
Oh no.
See, someone said this isn't why they tied her to a tree, but
maybe they tied her to a tree beforehand.
Ich weiß, was du gemacht hast. Du wolltest Rache sein für den Sommer. War ein Spiel.
Yeah, you're trying to get back for the summer. See, yeah, that's why it did happen before.
So that just gives her more of like a reason why she would have said something.
Damn.
Siehst du das hier?
See this? My mom did this.
There it is.
And why?
Weil du deinem Opa Scheiße erzählt hast.
Damn, mom punched you?
Sie kotzen möchte.
Oh,
gosh! Damn, they were bullies.
That's why Regina fucking hates her. Oh, there's young Alex.
Oh shit, Alex, that's how they meet?
Hey, stopp!
Piss dich, das geht dich nichts an.
Ich hab gesagt, ihr sollt aufhören.
Entschuldigt euch jetzt bei ihr.
Damn.
Damn, just comes out of the woods to apologize.
Ich hab gesagt, ihr sollt...
Oh shit, Alexander's not fucking around.
Und woher soll ich wissen, dass die echt ist?
Katarina's no joke, is she's like calling the bluff.
Ooh. And you don't see the bullet wound already in his stomach.
Mach ich euch fertig.
Fuck. That stuck with them all these years.
I'll finish you.
It does kind of look just like Alexander in the face. Like, it's like, how the fuck are we fighting child actors?
Man's casting.
Danke.
Fuck, yeah, he's like, oh, that wound's I'm starting to feel it.
Alexander.
Say it.
Alexander.
Hey!
Deshalb wurden die Rohre gewechselt.
Es ist das, was wir daraus machen. Und das, was in den Berichten steht. Wir hatten Glück im Unglück. Es ist nur eine verschwindend geringe radioaktive Menge.
They like learn nothing from Chernobyl.
Keiner wird reden. Alle haben sie eine ordentliche Zulage bekommen. Also mach es nicht größer, als es ist.
Ja, sorry.
Durch die Explosion vielleicht...
Was soll denn da noch passiert sein?
Tell him, I found my fucking dog.
Ist unser AKW sicher? Kann so etwas wie Tschernobyl bei uns passieren?
Damn, put on that pressure layer. Are you gonna leak in the store, pretty much like take down our main power supply in the city, or keep it under wraps, keep the secret? Fuck.
Gets rid of a lot of jobs too. You know, obviously it's still there because...
Yeah, I mean, clearly she doesn't say anything.
Now, did you find yourself? Because the sun woke up.
Yeah, so when is this? Oh, shit! They are all, oh my god, it's so fucking crazy.
I'm not here.
He's gonna be looking for adult Helge.
And he finds the old Helge, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Old Helge's gonna pull up on him.
Kill himself.
Maybe that's the thing. Oh, if I go back in time and kill myself, then I don't exist to kidnap the kids.
Yeah. Which, does he die instantly too? His old self, like just, I want to see something like that. Don't look. Don't make eye contact. They'll definitely start knocking on that door.
And this would mean that they had to have found him in 53. Old Helge's out there too, just watching. Have to come back with a warrant.
Now you just get 20 more questions why he didn't show up. And his life's been tragic too, man.
Yeah, it's all just
and the kid getting
cause and
fucking
effect.
Pissed on.
And technically Ulrich's the one that caused all this shit. Those drugs.
Bro, he's been running drugs since he's a kid. Or no, it's his gun.
Damn, passport. Does he have fake passports? Alexander, that's not his face. He stole someone's identity. Did he kill that? Did he kill the real Alexander?
Possibly.
Damn, so this whole time he's not Alexander at all.
Who was that face though? I feel like I saw that face, but maybe not. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Damn, how's Hannah finding all this shit?
Yes. She's still like, I cannot believe you're here. What the fuck is going on? And this is how he gets in with the plant. Kind of like what I was saying.
Damn.
Die sind nicht von hier.
Alles, was ich will, ist eine Chance.
He kind of reminds me of Jake Gyllenhaal's character in Nightcrawler.
Yep.
Im Moment brauchen wir keine neuen Leute.
Ich komme einfach morgen wieder vorbei.
I'll just come by again tomorrow. Persistent.
Persistent, I like that. That's probably, and I guarantee Claudia likes that too. After a while, it's like, oh yeah.
She might use her. He's not from here. Hey, I need you to go in this cave and, you know, just look around for some shit.
Oh shit, they're building a chair. This is what they've been doing.
So the wallpaper's here. This is 1986.
Funktioniert es nicht. Das wird es. Geduld.
Like, how many kids have to die before this works?
Ich will das nicht mehr.
Yeah, he definitely feels guilt.
Wie du in die Hölle geblickt hat, wird sie nicht mehr los. Mit so einem Teil von dir.
What does he mean, hell?
Wie wir die Dunkelheit kennen, sehen uns nach dem Licht, aber es gibt keinen Gott. Gott hat dieses Loch unter uns nicht erschaffen.
God, you're a horrible priest.
Chaos. Nuts.
God.
Chaos.
Alright, so you're an atheist dressed as a priest. Got it.
Don't hug me after you said that shit.
Der Mensch ist schlecht. Niederträchtig.
You are.
So what did Noah show Helge? He's like, you've seen hell, you can't unsee it.
The body's killing kids. I mean, maybe other stuff too, but...
Maybe he's shown him, like, maybe he's seen the apocalypse.
This is our arc and I'm Noah. So he, like, makes references like that so he doesn't believe in God?
I think to him, God is like chaos. That's kind of what he's saying.
Oh, shit.
Yep, now we're gonna go to 2019.
Oh.
Is that... Oh, she stole the bag that
still has
Alexander buried.
She has it as collateral.
So she has a gun and the passports. Fuck. What does that say? Boris?
Yeah, Boris.
Oh no, please don't tell me. She's gonna use that on somebody.
Katerina?
I could think right now she probably want to kill Katerina or Ulrich. If I can't have you, no one can. Or I'll kill Katerina. Now you don't have Katerina, so you can be with me. Oh no.
And you cannot be that crazy.
He sounds panicked. Oh no!
Wo ist Ulrich? Unser Kind ist weg und hat nichts Besseres zu tun, als diese Fotze zu finden.
God.
Es ist nicht besser so.
Oh my god, it's about to explode. If she goes to Hannah's house, where the fuck's my husband?
Damn.
And Hannah's got a gun now.
It's not good, man.
This is not good.
If Ulrich does get out, he's gonna come back to a dead wife. Technically a dead son.
Oh, here we go.
Woher hast du die?
Habe ich unter der Brücke gefunden.
Nur weil wir ficken, heißt es nicht, dass du alles über mich wissen musst, okay?
Oh shit. Ooh, they were not in a relationship.
Ich will wissen, wer du bist. Wer du wirklich bist.
I mean, that's a smart way to approach it instead of accusing her.
Yeah, well, yeah. Because like what you say, we're just fucking.
Martha?
Oh, yeah. I'm fucking your brother, by the way. Bye.
See ya.
No, I'm fucking Francesca, by the way.
Anyways, yeah, you want to talk about it or what?
Oh no! Oh no, I'm nervous.
Wo ist er?
God. Yeah, she knows. Just stop.
Tu doch nicht so blöd. Ulrich, warum sollte er hier sein?
Oh no, place.
Oh, I don't know.
Logenes Stück Scheiße. Wie lange geht das schon, hä?
Ooh, fuck.
Ich.
Oh my god.
Ich weiß nicht, wo mein Kind ist. Mein Mann. Verstehst du? Ich hab gesagt, dass er dich nicht mehr liebt.
God! I don't like you, Hannah.
Ulrich can't defend himself.
I don't feel any sympathy when you're crying to your son. Why do men leave me? This is why. You're crazy. You had the fucking balls to console her.
Yep, I do. I have big balls. Hannah has the biggest balls in the whole show.
Wouldn't know what to tell. Oh shit, Claudia!
Ich bin Claudia, deine Großmutter.
Your grandmother.
Deine Mutter hat dir sicherlich eine Menge Geschichten über mich erzählt.
Fuck. So she's been just like hiding this whole time.
Warum hat Mama mir gesagt, dass du tot bist?
Yeah, that's what I'd be asking.
Mama bin ich das sicherlich.
Wo warst du denn in den letzten Jahren?
$1 million question.
Das ist eine lange Geschichte.
Sofort zu warten, oder?
Heute nicht.
Yeah, I'm just planting a seed.
Not today.
Machst du das für mich?
Damn.
Vor dem Sommer und allem, was danach kam.
So
Damn.
what happens in the summer?
Der viel falsch gemacht damals. Glaub mir, wenn ich die Zeit zurückdrehen kann.
Yeah.
Ich würde vieles anders machen.
Why would you say that? If I can turn back time, well, you just go through the tunnel and literally do that. And she's still dealing with the cancer thing.
I feel so bad for her story.
Yeah, she's been fucked her whole life, pretty much.
Well, I mean, there's a big chunk of it that was probably good when she met Alexander. They got a nice house, nice things.
So that means at some point Claudia just like disappeared, and she just assumed she was dead, or she faked her own death. Oh, it's Hannah. This whole time she's known. Now that I think about it, like, oh yeah, Boris. She's probably like, Boris, is that your real name? He's
Just
like,
the bag.
What the fuck?
Du und Regina in eurem hübschen Häuschen und ich kann nicht mal meine Stromrechnung bezahlen.
Damn, so she's jealous that they were like the only marriage that actually works.
Für die einen alles Gute vorbestimmt und für die anderen nie. Ich will, dass du mir einen Gefallen tust.
Don't say kill Katarina.
Ich will, dass du Ulrich fertig machst.
God, it's even worse. Fuck. That's kind of saying.
Wow,
get rid of Katarina.
Hannah is fucking vicious.
She's ruthless as fuck.
Wie soll ich das machen? Was stellst du dir vor?
Ist mir völlig egal, wie du es machst und wie du bezahlen musst. Mach ihn einfach fertig. Chris Niewald.
Yep, there you go.
Das ist ein Name.
Damn, all these years. That's what's crazy that some shit like that can pop up on your ass.
And this ties back to the very first episode where like she's massaging him, we don't really know who he is, and now this whole time she's known who he is.
Du musst los?
Oh
like,
no.
Auntie, I don't have time for this.
Passen einfach nicht.
Ja, wir passen einfach nicht.
Damn, he's getting more stern with it. He can't tell her.
I mean, he's saying it without saying it, but like, sorry, you wouldn't understand. No, stop it! Don't kiss her back, Jonas.
He is.
I get it, she doesn't know. But you do, Jonas, stop kissing her. It's like with Lorraine and Marty. I feel like I'm kissing my brother. And that sucks because that's like his love. So the fact he's got to go back on that because of what he knows.
I think she loves him too.
I mean, clearly, yeah. Oh shit, he knows this guy, Waller?
Was machen wir mit dem LKW?
And he's inside works with police too.
Dann bringen wir die Fässer zurück.
We'll bring the barrels back. Bro, he's stressing about so much shit. His wife having cancer.
Hopefully he just like destroys his life and doesn't like try to have him killed.
I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. Ulrich's fucking in prison or in jail right now in 1953. But he gets back and he's gonna walk into a storm of shit.
He's gonna think he did that. He's like, oh shit, what did I do in the past? I changed the future type shit.
Yep. When is Mikkel?
So ain't this gonna ring a bell? See? That's exactly what it means. Woo! Fuck, so much shit! So now what? Now where do we go?
Yeah, what happened to this thing?
Shit. Maybe now we're gonna see like where the timelines converge.
Oh no, Bartosz.
Damn, he told us like Claudia's gonna visit you.
Über mein Angebot nachgedacht.
Fuck, so he's in on it now.
Du darfst nicht drüber sprechen.
See, you can't speak, but I told you she's gonna use him for that. With anyone.
Wann fange ich an?
And he's fine with it. He's like, I got secret soup. Oh, and they didn't weld the door.
Oh, they put all the containers in there.
So that's what's in there.
That's what's in the room.
But it's not there now because Alexander had all the drums removed. Oh, the hooker.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and it's also where, is this where Alexander's keeping the drums?
The stranger.
Stranger. What is in there? Let's get to the bottom of this shit. Oh shit. That's so crazy. He's fucking with like future technology. Claudia, so you are time traveling. All right.
Ich glaube, ich habe hier etwas, das Sie interessieren könnte.
This is a blueprint for something? A blueprint for the machine!
I want you to build this for me.
It was her idea?
Sagen wir, es ist etwas, das den Lauf der Zeit gerade rückt.
Set the course of time
God
straight.
Damn!
And then how did a stranger get his hands on it?
Don't roll credits.
Fuck. Ah! When's it a season finale?
Oh my god, there's so much shit happening. Holy fucking shit. Everything is now. Glacier, what you think?
Like I said, every episode is entertaining. I love that this show is one of the few shows out there that every scene, there's no throwaway scene in my opinion.
Nothing, there's no filler. And this time they threw all three timelines in, and I feel like at the end they threw in the moment where kind of like they all are happening simultaneously.
What they also threw in 3 times is Noah. And now we've seen Noah in all 3 timelines. Like he was in 53 at the beginning.
Yeah, I mean he was pretty much
talking to.
He was talking to Helge's mom, which is crazy bombshell because we find out that Helge may not be. He may be like I'm thinking Helge may be a product of rape.
I think so.
I think Helge's because Helge's mom, the way she was saying it, she's like, I was praying for like an abortion pretty much, or I was praying for something to happen to him before he was born, and then when he was born, I was praying bad things would happen to him.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I think what it is.
He wasn't made out of love, but and then she kind of kind of
and then she kind of like said something like it's been with me, or she said some shit, but I feel like what she's insinuating is she was raped. She kept the baby even though she wanted an abortion.
Well, because she was married.
Because she was married to Bern, and I feel like when Helge was born, that explains why she's so mean to him. Because she probably looks at him and it's a reminder of what happened.
Right.
And so she feels guilty, which is why she called Noah. Because she probably felt guilty because he's missing. She feels like she was praying for that to happen. That's why he's missing.
That's crazy though. She can call Noah and expect him to be there.
That leads me to believe that Noah's timeline is 1953. Another thing that, if this is true, that's fucking crazy.
Which, yeah, it is.
We talked about Agnes. So Agnes has a conversation with Egon's wife, which I feel there's definitely sexual tension there. Or Egon's wife's asking her about her husband. Oh, we've been married 15 years. What does he do for a living? He's a pastor, but he's not a man of faith. But we weren't even thinking about that because she keeps saying that he's dead. We were thinking that maybe she killed her husband and that's why her and Tronti escaped. But maybe, what if Noah is Agnes's husband and she doesn't know that he's not dead?
And I still wonder though, if the cigarette burns, are they Noah's or are they her? Because I remember in the scene she was smoking the cigarette. I haven't seen Noah smoke at all.
This is true. But I feel like the way Tronti is around Agnes, it doesn't come across like, oh, I'm afraid of my mother.
And if Noah is doing it, bro, why are you putting cigarettes out on your kid?
Why is he's kidnapping kids and charring their brains and killing them through
why wouldn't he do
that?
Well, the question begs, why wouldn't you do that to your son? You're doing it to everyone else. You're putting cigarettes out in his arm. You know, clearly.
I mean, this is all on the notion that Noah is Agnes's husband. Which I feel, because think about it. When he's talking to Helge and when they're building the chair in 86, he's like saying he pretty much doesn't believe that God exists. He believes in chaos. So he's a priest on the outside or a pastor on the outside, but an atheist on the inside, which explained what Agnes said. Oh, he's a pastor, but he's not a man of faith.
And then I think he's probably faith on some level, because think about it, if he's a pastor back then, especially back then, he's not going to approve if he found out his wife likes women instead of men.
I mean, I think that's definitely something that's taboo in the 50s. But
especially back there in the 50s.
It's weird though, because
she's like, I'm free, and I feel free now that he's dead.
So I'm thinking maybe she tried to kill him and he survived. And maybe that's the whole reason why, maybe that's one of his motivations why he wants this to happen.
Yeah, what threw me off at the beginning during we were watching that scene when you said that, I was like, no, it can't be, because he's literally in the same town and she just left the town that he was in. But
He can be anywhere at any time. And it's just the way it transitions. She just got done talking about her husband, and then it transitions to no.
And then once you have that little seed plant in your head, and you kind of look at his face, and you look at older Ulrich, you can kind
of the way they do fucking casting here,
especially with Alexander, when we get him.
We get Alexander in this. I feel like this episode is really checking off every question we had before, like during the intro, because we get when Alexander comes back in. What you don't know is where is he running from. We do know this. He's not Alexander. His real name
excuse me, my name's not Alexander.
Yeah, he's like, my name's Boris, but for all you guys, my name's Alexander. But it's crazy as fuck because he has 2 passports. So the question is, what happened to the real Alexander? Is that someone we've already met? Because I saw the face, but I didn't. So much other shows happen. I didn't really focus on it's somebody that we've already met. But clearly, like, what happened? Did he kill the real Alexander and stole his identity?
I think so, because he had a bullet wound. So he might have.
We don't know where the bullet. Like, did the cops shoot him? Because we know that there was helicopters, there was cops chasing him. So we don't know if the cops shot him or if this Alexander guy maybe fought with him and shot him and then he killed him.
Yeah, in self-defense. It could have been self-defense. I mean, it's kind of hard to read Alexander's. Or whatever, I'm gonna call him Alexander for the sake of it. He's Alexander. Alexander's character, especially when you've seen some of the things he has done. I mean, he has like when an Ulrich came and busted him, he could have arrested Ulrich. Like, not arrested, but he could have made filed charges. He helped Regina. He didn't even know Regina. They leave her alone, apologize for now when Katerina.
So he's got morals.
Yeah, he's got some morals.
So I think maybe he was just in a fucked up situation.
I think that's what I think.
Maybe they framed him for the real Alexander's death, so he had to flee.
And I think like he's just got, and it's just the way his life, his timeline has been. He's getting in shitty circumstances. Like, he was probably in somewhere where he was blackmailed back then, and then it got him in a shitty situation. And then same thing now.
Repeating itself
because Hannah's making chess moves.
And that's crazy as fuck because we tie back to the very first episode where we're trying to figure out who this character is that's getting a massage from Hannah, and it's crazy as fuck because even back then she knew who he really was this whole time because she's the one that finds when he has the bag, he buries the gun in the passport.
She's just everywhere and sees everything.
She's just a conniving ass bitch. Like, oh my god, like this episode proves that Hannah is more or less a villain in the show.
Yeah, telling Katerina like, oh, I'm the one that ended it. Your husband said he didn't love you anymore, but I was like, you're crazy. And then I go to Alex, destroy fucking Ulrich's life. She's literally destroying because now the wife's gonna come home.
Yeah, but what does that mean? Destroy? When she says, I want you to destroy Ulrich, does that mean she wants him to have Ulrich killed? Does she want to have Katerina killed? Because that would destroy Ulrich if his son's missing. Because I guess at this point, Hannah just assumes that Mikkel's dead at this point. So okay, your son's dead, your wife's dead, and now you have no one else but me. But your life's destroyed, and then you'll come to me.
What is he gonna do to destroy it? He said dig up records. You know what they might dig up is the rape case, and then try to put him as a suspect.
What suspect to what? Mikkel?
A former rapist, and he's the one direct ties to all our families.
But I feel like now they can use Regina as a witness, saying I didn't say any of that. Because I feel like Ulrich now has Regina as a witness that was Hannah that said this shit. So if Hannah's the one that's spreading rumors, I don't know. I feel like somehow they can tie that shit back to Hannah. Unless Hannah's just that smart, that conniving, where she can just be in the back, behind the scenes, like
Hannah's like fucking, at this point, she's like Littlefinger from fucking Game of Thrones.
Bro, she's like manipulating. She's got manipulation of Alexander, which just sucks because and the whole thing with Alexander's dynamic is crazy because we see now kind of what we were saying, how he gets his foot in the door with Claudia because he already met Regina, so he's like, oh, I'm friends with your daughter, and then he's pretty much like, I want a clean slate. I'm not gonna ask any questions. And Claudia needs somebody to cover up the bullshit that all the nuclear waste.
Someone that's not from this town. Perfect.
Someone that's not from this town.
That's great. And did she find her dog, Claudia?
And the fact that she finds Gretchen. That's another question. How the fuck did Gretchen go through the tunnel?
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of, because I don't think they would make it in the plotline that somehow Gretchen has super strong biceps and can open the door. You see how far that door is like trying to open.
He runs through the woods constantly. So my theory is that he does have biceps and he's like Brian from Family Guy and she can, or Gretchen, girl, boy, whatever, and she does have strong paws.
Or the fact that when you're going into the cave from 1953, somehow she can if you're going through the tunnel, there's no door there that connects 1953 to 1986. Because the way it seems like it's like a Y. So you're going to 2019, you can go to 53 or 86. But if you're coming from 53, you can kind of just like bust a U-ey and go around and go straight to 86, which is exactly where Gretchen went. So I'm thinking the only logical explanation is there's no door from 53 to 86. But let's say Gretchen tried to go to 2019, she wouldn't be able to go there because the door's there.
Even though Ulrich went through a door, so maybe when you close the door eventually goes away.
I guess one of those things like, it didn't, the door wasn't there in 1953. The tunnel was there, but the door wasn't.
Yeah, so when he goes through the door, maybe the door ceased to exist, but you can still get through it, maybe.
That's
obviously you have, not maybe, you can't, Gretchen did. Gretchen has strong biceps.
Okay, you can go with your bicep theory all you want to, but more importantly, this shows that Claudia had some inklings of time travel from 86. When she sees her daughter, like, okay, you've been missing for 33 years, how the fuck are you still alive, number one? And number two, where did you come from? And then that's when she starts like investigating. She goes to Helge's dad and tries to find out what the fuck's up with all this nuclear waste. And Helge's dad is saying how, oh, there was a pipe that burst because there was like a hydrogen gas buildup and it exploded, and we thought it was supposed to be, it could have been way worse than it was. It could have been a second Chernobyl.
Yeah.
So to avoid any kind of fingerprints or any kind of like, inspectors coming and shutting us down, we fixed the pipe, said it was precautionary, and then we had all the nuclear waste, pretty much hid under the cave. And then she put it on Claudia's shoulders, like, look, the nuclear plant is pretty much like the lifeblood of the town. That's how we get all our power versus like spending all this money on coal and other shit. So it's up to you. You can leak what you found. It's only gonna hurt you. You're gonna be out of a job, and the town's gonna be without a plant. Or you can do what we do and just bury it.
The question is, what did she find? Because something happens in the summer where she disappears, because we find that out when she shows up at
Bartosz.
Well, technically her daughter's house.
But the crazy thing is, something definitely happens in the summer of '86. She's like, when Claudia approached her grandson Bartosz and was like, everything from '86 to summer '86 and everything that happens after that pretty much like changed the flow of my life. And it's funny because she's like, if I can go back in time and change some of the things, the mistakes I made, I could. But she can't because she knows about the tunnel, obviously. Because she goes back to '53, and we find out that she's the one with the blueprint to the time machine.
Which I thought that was cool how they did each scene with the thing that popped up.
Yeah, the whole animation, because we don't know actually when that is that the time machine is fully functional. We assume that HD Townhouse fixed it in '86, but we don't know for sure. But that's crazy the way they're showing each little cylinder coming up, and that represents what timeline that we're focused on.
And then eventually it just shows all three.
And it has like the little like arc reactor behind the 3 cylinders, and that's when like you're seeing all 3 timelines kind of happening at once.
Yep.
So that, crazy way to illustrate that. Okay, so another thing that we touched on is Egon's boss in '53. With the fact that like when Egon was talking, who the fuck is he talking to? Oh, he's interviewing Helge's dad. So when Egon is talking to Helge's dad, and Helge's dad's like, look, find my son at all costs. They mention that Mr. Caldwell, which I'm guessing is Egon's boss at the police department. And I'm thinking, how the fuck is that possible? Because that would mean that Caldwell is Jonas's family name. So I'm like, how the fuck can Jonas's grandfather exist if his father is Mikkel? And Mikkel didn't. But then it dawned on me, Enos is a Caldwell as well. So that's Enos's father that runs that's the captain of the police department. So that makes, I was like, first I was kind of getting brain fart. I was like, how the fuck is that possible? But Enos, that makes perfect sense.
Speaking of Jonas, he swerved the hell out of Martha.
For good reason. I mean, he didn't want to. He felt like, he kind of kissed her back, which I'll let that slide because that's been like the love of his life. And he just now found out that they're related.
Like, how do you, that's like a mind fuck. Like, how do you deal with a Jon Snow scenario? Are you like in love with a girl?
What if the love of your life with Jessica Alba?
And you already fucked her.
It seems like I don't think they fucked after the play or before the play. Whenever the last time they made out, because she was like, "Oh, you made out with me, and then you decided I was too much to deal with, so you just left, and you got what you can." But they definitely had a fling sometime in the past.
Yeah, I think they hooked up before. I'm 90% sure the way they make it.
Which is good. Ignorance is bliss. It wasn't your fault. You didn't know. And that's a crazy fucking scenario, so it's not.
There's still chemistry there. It's like how does he drop that ball right here? Fine, I'll tell you the truth, and then if you still want to kiss me, then whatever.
I don't think he can, because anybody that he tells the truth, they're just gonna laugh in his face like,
okay, fine.
If you don't want to be with me, just say you want to be with me. Don't come with some bullshit story.
Here's what's happening. We're gonna go through the cave, and I'm gonna go show you.
That's the only thing. He has to show her.
Hey, we can't touch your brother when you see him.
Hey, don't touch anything. You kick this rock, and you might not exist. Crazy thing is, speaking of that, Ulrich is still in 1953. He's in Egon's custody, which is crazy that Egon and Ulrich have been like nemesis from the get-go, like generational nemesis.
Yeah, even when it cuts to 1986, he goes, "I've seen that face, that same."
Yeah, he's like seen that same face of people that are hiding secrets.
He's like, maybe it's fucking Ulrich, maybe it's cancer. You should get it checked out.
And that would be fucked up because we don't know what happens to Egon in the future. And I mean, wouldn't surprise me. I think he's a cigarette smoker, so it wouldn't surprise me if he has cancer. But the crazy thing is the fact that
and then biochemical fucking power plant.
Yeah, the biochemical power plant, so anything's possible. But the crazy thing is, Ulrich is like, he pretty much admitted to Egon that he killed Helge. Like, I tried to stop this. Why are the 2 bodies still? When Egon accuses Ulrich of the 2 bodies of the plane, he's like, how are they still there? I killed Helge. I was supposed to undo all this. So he realized, oh shit, I didn't kill Helge. But at the same time, what if he goes back to 2019 and all this shit's going down where Alexander's plotting to ruin his life? Who knows what the fuck's gonna happen to Katerina? If Katerina gets murdered, what if Ulrich's saying that, oh shit, something I did in '53 caused a butterfly effect for all the shit that happened in 2019?
Yeah, because Hannah's making fucking moves to destroy his life.
So that's crazy if he thinks that he's somehow affected what's happened.
And speaking of that scenario, that timeline, we're still in 1986. That's where we find out old Helge is.
And old Helge is in 86. We find out that, it is 86 Helge that's making little pinecone figurines. And then when Egon tries to confront him, like, why the fuck weren't you at the meeting so we can talk about this shit? You just stays hidden.
Well, what's old Helge gonna do now?
Old Helge's kind of just watching from distance. Is he gonna try to kill his younger self to prevent him from helping Noah?
Are they gonna talk and have the same heart to heart? Like, hey man, my life sucks, so try, because he almost tried to stop it with Noah. Then Noah said that chaos, like you said, that crazy ass shit.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. And Helge and Noah are talking. Noah says, like, because Helge's like pretty much saying, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, how many more kids to get this right? And Noah's like, well, you've already seen hell. You've already seen like the darkness. So there's really no going back now. So what do you mean by that? Did he show 86 Helge what he saw like with the apocalypse? It's like Noah already seen the apocalypse. Because we're thinking with his interaction with Bartosz, what we're thinking is Noah told Bartosz that his grandmother was going to come back and give him a picture. So how the fuck did he know that if technically in 2018 that's still like happening in real time?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, so how does he see further?
So maybe maybe the end of time, maybe the apocalypse happens at the end of 2019. So maybe Noah can see as far as the end of 2019 to know that the apocalypse happens. So he would have seen everything that happens before that. Yeah. So he would have seen Claudia go to visit.
Now I'm kind of nervous for Bartosz because he's like, his fucking young Helge's like, how many times do they keep doing this? He's like, it's test and trial. And he's like talking to Bartosz, so he's considering an offer. Now is it offer to volunteer to go in the chair, or is it volunteer to help get people?
I'm thinking he's trying to get. I think where it's going is he wants Bartosz to find another subject, and Bartosz is going to go to Jonas. Because what if all that shit blows up where Bartosz finds out that Jonas has a relationship with Martha, and that's what Martha's been curving Bartosz, and that's why Jonas stood him up. What if he finds all this shit out and he's like, oh fuck you, Jonas, I'm gonna pick you as a volunteer.
Yeah, and that's
fucked up.
That's what Jonas does. He's like, hey man, you can be a part of this experiment. Jonas is like, nah man, I'm good.
Or what if he doesn't ask him? What if he just says, beats him over the head and drags him to the cave?
I don't know if he'll go as far as killing Jonas.
I don't know. Maybe it depends on how manipulated he is by Noah. Because it depends. What if Noah's like, oh, if you don't do this for Jonas, I've already seen the future. I've already predicted the future. So he's already got.
That's the only way. That's the only way he would do it. But
Jonas is gonna do something bad to your family.
I don't think Jonas would kill him over a relationship shit.
No, it would be some shit like, oh, I know what happens. Jonas kills your mother or some shit.
Yeah, if you don't do this to Jonas, you'd have to say That's all Noah has to do. He predicts the future. Like, look, if you don't stop this person, they're gonna do this.
Because he's already got cut. He's already Bartosz already has evidence that he can tell the future. So he's definitely gonna believe anything Noah says now. So yeah, that'll be easy. Yeah, Jonas is gonna kill your mom if you don't bring him back. We have to stop him from happening.
So he pretty much wants to he wants to make it to where he can go probably anywhere, not just 33 years here, 33 years here. Like Noah wants to go anywhere.
Yeah, but he's stuck in this loop.
Claudia.
He's stuck in that Trinity loop.
They're both making machines, except Claudia, at least for now, we haven't seen it used on anybody, hasn't killed anybody.
But the question is, well, what happened to... So I guess the main question we want to get in the season finale of this season 1 is, what happens to Claudia in the summer of 86? Because it seems like she disappears and Regina just assumes that she's dead. I don't think she faked her death. I think she just disappeared, which would make sense that there's an opening now at the plant, which Alexander could easily slide in because Alexander's got dirt on the plant. Like, oh, I welded this door shut. I know what's behind this door. If you don't make me the CEO of this company now that Claudia's out of the picture, I'm gonna leak everything. I don't give a fuck about this city.
Claudia, depending on where did 86 Claudia go?
I mean, it seems like she just maybe at that point she went through the tunnel.
She went to 53, or did she go to 19 and lived out to be a grandma, strapped with grenades?
Well, I don't know, because she couldn't. If she went to 2019 as adult, if she went as adult Claudia, it wouldn't make sense for her to age in 2019. She would have had to have
53 then, right?
She would have to have stayed in 86 because that would be her natural age. If she was that age in 86, she would be that age in 2019. So I think she just hid in whatever bunker she's in. She just lived there from 86 till 2019.
That's maybe crazy, 33 years.
Yeah, maybe going out for food and whatever, but just probably in the shadows because that's how she has pictures of everybody, right? She's probably just following everybody's life because the town's so small. She's following through the years.
And she eventually catches a picture of the stranger. So the stranger, which we only get briefly at the end when he's fucking with the...
That's another thing too. So it turns out that the place where Alexander's hiding all the drums is the same place where Peter's hooker has her trailer.
Yep.
Which it's crazy because Charlotte was there interrogating the hooker and didn't even realize that all the chemicals and shit were right under her nose.
Yeah, he opened it and he had set a device down.
Yeah, I don't know what that little metal cylinder was for.
I mean, he's taking a big risk. He's literally right there, whatever the fuck's in that. What's in that container?
Yeah, we don't even know what's in there.
I don't think it's
I don't think it's a liquid.
I don't think it's the radiation waste. Because why would you wouldn't fucking open it up and breathe that shit in?
But uranium. No, uranium. I don't know. Uranium could be, but I don't think he would go in there with no hazmat. So if you know how radioactive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He kind of has a feeling. He has to have a feeling with something's in there. He knows what's in there.
I think there's something there having to do with the whole time travel shit, and they just maybe they shielded it. Well, no, because it is radioactive because Claudia, when she went in there in '86, the Geiger counter.
Whatever it was, if it was radioactive in there, they I mean, it's probably still radioactive in there, but they dumped it out and they have drugs in there instead.
That sucks. Imagine Alexander coming home. He's gonna run into all this shit. Like, he's gonna go home, Regina's gonna be like, oh, my mom's back, she's not dead. And then Bartosz is gonna be like, oh, I have your drugs in your phone, Dad.
Or Bartosz is gonna be, oh, your son's with scorched eyes and scorched ears.
I mean, yeah, I don't think he would willingly volunteer. But yeah, Alexander's about to walk in some shit. Either Bartosz is gonna be ice charred, but he's probably not gonna know because they're gonna. If that's the case, if that's what they're doing, they're gonna dump his body in another time period if they're going along with the same pattern.
Yeah, just be like, hey, you can go back in time.
But also,
you could stop Jonas and Martha from ever happening. You can be with Martha. And
yeah, you sit in the chair. We have a time machine.
It's a win-win. You help you, and you test our theory.
But either way, either Bartosz is gonna be missing, or he's gonna be like, I know you're a drug smuggler, Dad, and I have all this proof. I have his phone. I talked to Noah. I know who Noah is, which leads me to believe is Alexander know who Noah is. Because Noah was contacting his phone.
And I don't know if Noah, I think if Noah's using Bartosz, either they're going to use random subjects, but let's say if Noah's going to handpick someone, I don't see him handpicking Jonas. Noah, at least. I don't see Noah say, go pick Jonas.
Unless there's something that we don't know, that he knows that we don't know.
He would have some kind of connection. He would have to know something that's in 2019, because he would have to know something that linked to Jonas to stop.
Because think about it, Jonas's dad killed himself. Maybe that was a way to avert the apocalypse. So that would tie Noah to Jonas, because Noah would be like, oh, your dad killed himself. He gave you the letter that told you about Mikkel and Michael.
Noah would only pick Jonas if he knows something. And that means, or, like I said.
Because Jonas knows about time travel from the letter.
My theory, someone said in the comments, like, hey, don't judge it off eye color and all this stuff. So Jonas, the stranger, could still be older Jonas.
But yeah, I mean, next episode, season finale, season 1's probably going to go the fuck off. And it's going to probably confirm some of the shit that we're having questions on, but then to add like 10 more questions for season 2. But I love the show. Yeah, I'm ready to call it a masterpiece. I mean, I think I was ready to call it a masterpiece like 4 episodes ago, but yeah, final thoughts, Glacier?
Yeah, final thoughts. This episode blew my fucking mind. It just, the way, like I said, it gave us, it felt like it gave us a lot of answers, but we still have a ton of questions still that linger. Can't wait for the season finale.
Yeah, that being said, Dragon Certified, fucking hit it. And there you have it, guys, another one in the books. The real question is, what did you guys think in there in Dragon Land? As far as our theories, you guys are really good at telling us if we're really close to something or if we're dead wrong on something else. But that's what we love the community for. So just any Easter eggs, anything that we should know about that we missed in this episode. And I mean, the season 1 finale blow our brains out of our skull. Leave a comment down below, like, subscribe, join the Dragon Squad, and remember, it doesn't matter if you're up the Fire Squad or the Ice Squad. At the end of the day, when you're a dragon, you're a dragon. That's the end of the video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. We are Reaction Dragons. I am Ember, the Blaze,
and I'm Glacier, the Iceborn.
And until next time, we'll see you next time.